And with the MADI Extreme card, you're going to need a MADI converter. And we have two currently available on the market. We have the MADI AX and the MADI SX. So each one's giving you 64 I/O of MADI, 24 I/O of analog, and 24 of either ADAT or AES EBU. Now, per channel count, if you break it down against what else is on the market, these are absolutely incredible. And the quality sonically as well is very, very good as well. So now you have a total solution from SSL. You can have a MADI Extreme card and a converter and a Duende card to have a full-blown I/O solution with the SSL sound all in your computer. For those that are using Pro Tools HD, we have the Delta Link. So this basically gives you 64 I/O from Pro Tools via MADI again, but it can replace 4 192s in one box, which is quite a considerable saving. So with this, and again the MADI converter gives it a very nice I/O, not just as a native solution, but also for Pro Tools. Yeah?
You can buy that instead of the 192?
Yes.
All right, and that will work with...
Yeah.
Right.
So you can see here, you've got the Pro Tools connection, so you connect that to the main card, and then the sound comes out via MADI, so you go MADI into a converter, and then you do your D to A conversion.
The sound is based completely on the digital consoles?
Well, no, this is just the converter itself. I mean, it's...
Right.
Yeah. Okay. This is the boring part of the presentation before we actually play some music and make some noise. Any other questions so far? Has anyone worked with SSL before?
Aye.
Yeah? Consoles?
Yes.
Okay.
On school.
Okay, cool. AES?
SAE.
SAE, sorry. Anyone else? Has anyone been thinking of buying some SSL products?
You just recorded on SSL products.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Well, I'm going to fire up some music through the X-Rack, and then you're more than welcome to come up and play with the EQs and compression, have a feel. Let me switch my sessions. Actually, first I can show you some of the plugins in the Duende if you wish. I've got a track that I worked on a while ago, and I've been using the plugins on it. Okay, so I'm going to take my kick drum here. Let's mute this first of all. Let's just create a little loop. So this is a sample from my collection. It's not that exciting, it's okay. I want to give it a little bit more punch and make it sound a bit better. So I'm going to start with the compressor. I'm going to put it in. And as I increase the threshold, you're going to hear how it grabs the sound and makes it a lot tighter. So it's really got a bit of bite there. That's bypass. So it's knocking. But I'm losing just a little bit of the bottom end, so now I'm going to want to add it with the EQ. So here I've got my gain. So very quickly, if I just before, there, it's got some balls to it. We can look at my gate, my snare. Again, I'll do the same thing. I'll bypass everything. So, again, quite a horrible snare. compressor on it again. It's already there. It's a bit tighter now, and I can add my gate. And let's add some EQ as well. So it's a very nice EQ, very musical, very sweet, depending on what sound you're after. So it's a little bit tighter. We also have, let's have a look at the drum strip. So let's bypass this. So I've got a very dull sounding hi-hat. I want to brighten it up a bit. So this is where I'm going to use the high frequency enhancer. So if I engage it, turn the drive down. As I increase the drive, it's increasing the harmonics around it. And I can change the frequency of those. It's very nice and very subtle as opposed to just EQing. I had a guy who actually used this on a bass guitar. He had old strings. It wasn't sounding too great, so had that, brightened them up, and they sounded like they were new without really having to do much or having to replay because he had the perfect take. You've got the transient shaper. We audition. We can hear what part of the signal it's bringing out. So this is really nice for giving more punch to your sound. There it is, about there. So if I take the audition off. So it's just getting that attack. You can also invert it, so take away some of the attack from the sound. If you've got cymbals that are too hard, but you just want the tail end, you can do that as well. So let's just have a quick, oops, I've pressed the wrong thing.